If you've ever said, I know what I need to do, but I just can't get myself to do it. Or you said you write goals, or I write goals and never follow through. Or you told yourself you feel more pressure, more broken, more exhausted after setting goals than you did before, then you are in the right place. Do you know that 92% of people set goals but never get to fulfill them? Just think about it. 92% of people set goals, but they never get to reach these goals. So the reason why most people don't reach their goal is because they are building from burnout. So stick with me to the end of this video because I'm going to give you a simple visualization trick that literally helps me to reset the way my brain process goals. And not only it process it, but also it helps me to love setting goals. And this trick is fast, is science-backed, and works whether you are spiritual or you are a logical person or you are both. But first, let me take you way back to when I started setting goals. In 2009, I just had my child and I fell into this place of setting goals. I was setting goals after goals, goals that did not make any sense at all, goals that I just needed to fill up my to-do list with goals, right? Goals like I wanted to lose weight, be more confident, start something that matters. I was setting all these goals, but every goal felt like a punishment. Every goal felt like a prison. If this is speaking to you, okay, drop in the chat and say, yes, I know what you're talking about. But today we are going to reverse that. How to set goals that doesn't feel like a jail sentence, how to set goals that doesn't feel like you're in a prison, but goals that you enjoy setting, and also how to fulfill those goals. Okay, so the fact that I was setting goals, there was nothing wrong with it, but because my nervous system was frozen and my identity was unclear. And that's what happens to most people. I wasn't setting the goals from belief, but I was setting them from shame. Remember, I said I was just a new mom and I was rejected, a broken person. So I was setting my goals from shame. I was setting them from pressure. I was setting the goal from trying to prove that I was enough, not just for myself, but to prove to my environment that I can do it. I could do it. But at the end, I was only burnt out. So my body rejected every single one of the goals that I set. Now, the mistake that most people do is most people are setting goals from survival, like I used to do, but not from safety. And here's what it looks like. Goals like vague goals. You may set vague goals that are not giving sense to your purpose or your identity. A lot of people pile up at least 15 goals that they would like to reach in one day. Too many goals makes the brain to shut down. So when the goals is a lot, the brain shut down, and that means the brain is overloaded. It cannot process all the 15 directions at once. And that's not ambition. You may feel like, okay, I'm setting all these goals to make myself ambitious, but this is not ambition. This is overwhelming. And vague goals, if the brain can't picture, the body will not move toward it. You see, so you may have all these goals, but if it's vague, that means the brain is not able to picture or have an image of what the direction that you're giving it. So the body will not be motivated to go toward fulfilling that goal. There are goals like people set goals like fear-based goals, right? So when the nervous system has learned to expect disappointment, it will sabotage what looks like a threat because the nervous system is already dysregulated and the nervous system has learned what disappointment goals look like. So when you set that goal, it will sabotage what it looks like. There are goals like shameful goals, okay? You say you're telling yourself you want to get better, but what you really mean is to stop being a failure. That's the message or the inner voice that the brain is registering. And that's pressure. That's not a progress. And people set goals for performance over identity goals. You are only performing. You are not setting the goals to step into your identity. So what usually happens, poor goal setting destroys the brain's ability to visualize success. You see that? So when you're setting goals and you are not fulfilling them, already the nervous system is being dysregulated. And the message that the nervous system is telling the brain is that, okay, this is not safe. This is a threat. And then it will start self-sabotaging anything that you want to do. And this is poor goal setting. Poor goal setting destroys the brain ability to visualize success. Right. But this is the good news. You are able to reverse everything. You are able to even create a new neural pathways, which will feel like a confident person, which will feel like a purpose-driven person. So it's very important that the brain has an image, because our brain doesn't chase words, it chases image. Let me give you an example, okay? Red elephants. The first thing is your brain could not picture that red elephant, because the elephant that we know, the general elephant, right? The one that we know in our environment is a gray elephant, right? But I'm saying red. So the brain will not see that. Even though I say it as a word, the brain will not see it. Now, what will happen is, now the brain is trying to clothe that gray elephant with color red. And that's where the reticular activating system comes in. Because the reticular activating system, it filters the reality based on what your brain expects to see. Now, because it filters it, now you are able to give it an image. So if your goals don't come with a clear internal image, your brain won't lock on. But what you need to do, what you want to do when setting goals, is to give it a clear internal image so that the brain can lock on, so that your body can move toward fulfilling that goal. So your nervous system won't feel safe because you're giving it a vague goal, and your behavior won't change, right? And this is why smart goals this is why smart goals still feel like they are not being reached, because the nervous system is not regulated and your image of success is blurry. This trick that I'm sharing with you is going to help you and even take you high above the number of people that are setting goals that they are not reaching. Before you write your next goal, let me walk you through this somatic movement that will definitely help you to set your goals and reach them. Whatever you're thinking of, I know as I'm sharing this information with you, there are a lot of things that you're thinking about. For some people, you may even feel like there is a regret, there is a shame. We don't do that here. Okay, we don't do that here. We don't bring shame. Doesn't have its place here. It is time to let it go. So now, close your eyes before you write any more goals. Please pause. 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 Close your eyes if you feel safe by doing so, or keep them open. I love closing my eyes because it helps me to tune in and feel more what I'm saying, and also have that image in mind. So right now, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a sound. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with a sound. Very good. One last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with a sound. And open your eyes and shake your arms out. Very good. Good job. Shake, shake, shake. You can even twist. Twist, very good. What you're doing right now, you're releasing every weight that you carry on your mind, everything that you're thinking about. Very good. Okay. And you can even add tapping your feet on the ground to it. That's called grounding. Okay. Anything that you feel like is keeping you stuck right now, you want to let it go. Very good. Now, let the pressure go out of the body. This is like a somatic movement. Okay, you can get up and do this. I'm sitting because you have to see me, right? But I will suggest that you can get up to do this. Now, say this out loud for you to hear it so that the brain can create the image. You say, I am not performing. Very good. I am becoming. If you feel like you are becoming, tap that in the chat and say, I am becoming because I matter. Okay? I am becoming because I matter. Of course, you matter. You don't want to be serving everything around you while you are failing on taking care of yourself. And achieving goals is one of the way of self-care. Because when you achieve the goal, okay, there is this confidence that comes with it. There is this peace that comes with it. And you're telling yourself you are a reliable person. The reason why it feels like you're not, the reason why you feel down or you feel overwhelmed and you feel like there's this shame is because the message that is playing in the background is saying this person is not reliable. But guess what? The trick that I'm going to share with you is definitely going to help you to boost your confidence and your energy back. So as you finish with that movement that you just did, now instead of writing 10 goals that feel like punishment, write 3 goals maximum that align with your identity, that aligns with your purpose. And for each one of these goals, visualize what success looks and feels like. You don't want to write, I want to be confident. No, 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 no. That's what I used to do. Like, I want to be more confident. I want to feel more confident. You don't want to do that. But you picture yourself walking into a room and not shrinking when you speak. You see that? This is something, if you've had difficulty with your body image, if you've had difficulty with your self-image, your self-esteem, okay, I would suggest that you do this in front of a mirror. This is your healing moment. And even that, I'm going to this is why I'm also gonna talk to you about my journal, I Matter. This journal, I Matter, as you can see, the title is Empowering Affirmation Journal with Bible Verses. This journal will definitely help you for someone who is dealing with low self-esteem, with someone who is dealing with not having confidence in themselves. This journal, I created it to help people like you to be able to anchor your identity into who you are. So this is an identity anchored prompt to journal to help you rebuild your inner voice and your nervous system reset cues to help your body feel safe succeeding, right? And this will definitely give you the visualization that you need in order to fulfill your purpose, to have that identity that you need. Now, for the trick that I promised you when we started, the trick that I promised you is definitely and finally here. So use this before you write any new goal. Use this before you write any new goal. So what you want to do is you close your eyes. Closing eyes helps really to bring your attention on what you're doing. It clears out every distraction, brings your attention in one thing so that you can fulfill that. So close your eyes. Think of just one goal. Okay? We started from a lot. We bring it to 3. Now just one goal. What do you feel? Who's with you? What are you wearing? So picture yourself already living the goal, okay? From the place of success so you bring it from the future to the present. You bring it from the future to the present. So this is what the visualization trick, that's what it does. As you picture yourself from achieving the goal, your senses are also helping you to fulfill that goal in a timely way. So, and this is what high performance they do. That's how they train their minds for success. And this is what athletes they do. Before they run the race, before they run the marathon, before the players they play the game, they've already pictured themselves. Because the brain uh, does not chase word, it chases image. So the brain already lived it, right? So it's something that is familiar to the brain. So when you're about to do it, it's already familiar. It's a familiar message that the brain is getting ready to fulfill, and your body is on or is living it again. It has lived it already, and it's living it again. So before I let you go, okay, type in the chat, say I matter, and this time is mine because you matter. Okay, so you do not need much, a lot of info or motivation. What you need is a regulated system and a restored identity. Because when your nervous system is calm and your vision is clear, you don't chase goals, you embody them. Thank you so